Okay, today I'm going to show how to re-lube the Dye NT11. So, it's a really easy gun to maintain, and it's actually, in my opinion, the best gun on the market if you know what you're doing. There's a lot of mixed feelings about the NT, but a lot of those good people, it's like, I'm not going to blame the people, but really if you find an NT that's a good one, and it's a rare thing, but if you find one that's a good one, it's the best gun out there. Really pumped for the new DM that's coming out. That's another story. So what I did is I just removed the bolt out of the back of the gun. I just wiped down everything that's on the outside. The bolt comes loose from right here. So I'm just unscrewing that. I'm going to take everything apart before I start. So the bolt just comes out of the can like so. And then I shouldn't say people, some people don't realize that this thing actually comes apart right here. And every NT that I've had that I have not been able to get this apart has been nothing but a poop cannon, but every NT I've been able to get this separated from here. I don't know if just like the threads fuse together or something, but I have that issue a lot with NTs. But anyway, every NT I'm able to get this unthreaded from here has been a flawless NT, and this happens to be one of them. So the reason why you need to get that separated is because there's what they call a plunger in here. And this thing actually is pretty important to to how the NT operates. You have to have this thing lubed properly, make sure everything's nice, and then if that's all set, you're pretty much good to go. So now I'm just going to wipe everything off. Get rid of all the old lube, just like you would any other normal gun. This is why I don't like shooting GI paint. I don't know if you can see. Let's get this thing to focus here. See all that fuzzy stuff that's on the bolt? That only comes with GI paint. Otherwise, other than that, it shoots decent. I'd still shoot evil over it, but whatever. Alright, so wipe everything down. Hopefully you can hear me, I'm talking kind of quiet. Make sure you get all the old grease off so you can put a nice new layer on. Don't need to get this detailed, but I'm just going to do it because this thing had like 2 or so cases through it. I like to lube often, like lube little, but lube often type of thing. Guns always work great when you do that to them. Okay, so got all my pieces here. This is actually a teammate's gun, so I told him I would lube it for him. And I want to get more gun maintenance and shooting videos back up. That's kind of my thing versus playing video. I mean, I do playing videos, but maintenance and like shooting videos are what made my channel popular. So expect more. I'm going to do like some efficiency tests with all those dye guns I've been getting. Anyway, I'm start from the inside and go out. So take a little bit of lube. Make sure those O-rings are nice and coated. Same thing on the front one. If you ever have a leak coming out of the tip of your bolt on the NT, chances are it's one of these 3 O-rings. Just a little heads up for you. So once you lube those 3, just put it back in and forget about it. And like I said, I don't know what causes this thing to not come apart from here, but whatever it is, I want to try to avoid it. So I just put a little bit of lube on these threads here in that O-ring before I screw it in. So for when I go to maintain this in the future, I can assure that this will come loose. And I mean, you can get this thing loose, but you're gonna really beat the hell out of these wings here, and you're gonna end up digging the shit out of your whatever this thing is called. And I don't know, it just bugs me. It looks ugly. It's like something I try to avoid. But this one, as you can see, is flawless. Huzzah! Yep. Okay. So the plunger's done. So now I'm gonna work on the can. Just got a little bit of lube. Try to spread it evenly throughout the O-ring, and then work it in. Then I take the residual and I put it on the inside of the can. So I just put a little bit of lube inside there. Alright, now I'm gonna go to the bolt. Take about X amount. This is one thing they changed on the NT11 was this front orange O-ring or whatever you want. I don't even know if it's considered an O-ring. I would assume it is. Anyway, a little lube on there. Then I always put a little bit of extra on the inside of here, just because this is what rubs on that. And I mean, you're gonna lube that anyway, but whatever. You have residual, no reason to waste it. Hopefully these videos aren't boring. It just kind of shows you how I maintain my guns. Okay, so I got that done. I'm just gonna put that together. I do, like I said, I do put a little bit of lube on the threads just to kind of make sure that they go on and off nice and smooth. Okay, so everything on the inside is now done. So all the important stuff is good to go. Now I just have to seal or lube the O-rings that seal. So take a little bit lube, put on the front O-ring. Don't have much left. That one. Take a little bit of extra on this because I'm gonna get 2 O-rings. Okay. Then the last one is this back one here. Then just take a little bit of residual and put it on the threads. And that is it. I mean, it's got more O-rings than a DM, but whatever, it's nicer than a DM. Well, I shouldn't say it's nicer than a DM, but it's a really nice and dependable gun if you can get a good one. But finding a good one, like I said before, is a hard thing to do. So that's it. So I'll do a screw back in. I'm just gonna check it for leaks. Jamie put some paint through this thing this weekend and it shot titty sex. So hopefully it sticks with that. Just check to make sure there's no leaks here. Looks good. Good to go. So, that was the bolt maintenance on the NT11. I'll probably do some update videos here and there. I'm gonna plan on doing an efficiency test with those DMs I've gotten. I replaced all the O-rings with the color-coded O-rings and tune the rags and clean them and whatnot so they're all shooting money and see what they can do compared to nowadays guns. If you guys haven't seen the not teaser, but the picture that was released of the DM14 or whatever they're going to call it. It looks like such a sexual gun. It looks like this without a macro line. From what you can tell from the silhouette. I don't know if they put the LPR here or what, but it does not look like the LPR in the DM14. Again, just assuming that's what it's going to be called. It doesn't look like it's back here. It looks like it's, if it exists, it'd probably be right here because there's a pretty big gap. But I'm super stoked for that gun. I'm going to get a dozen of them. Not kidding. Yeah, okay, stay tuned. More shooting videos coming up. Yeah, I'll be at World Cup. If you guys are going to be there, send me a message or something. I'll chat with you guys there or whatever. Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching.